Hi there, it's Dr. Muhsinah Morris, and I would like to welcome you back to my world. I am always iterating and testing, and I want to walk you through how to access AI teaching assistance through the Holotutor.ai platform that VictoryXR, my edtech partners, utilize. I am going to share my screen with you. And my audio. All righty. So let's back up. If you go to holotutor.ai, you would log in down here at the bottom. It would say sign up, but I'm already signed in. The interesting thing about the interface is that you can create. That means you're building new AI experiences using various AI teaching assistants. You can explore existing lessons that have been created by educators from all over the globe in every different subject. You can also discover conversational experiences where you go back and forth about one particular subject matter with an AI avatar, or you can use the AI textbook assistant and open an AI textbook, whether it's a PDF version or an actual textbook that you've uploaded into the system, and you can use it to explain, summarize, and to annotate. You can add video and all of those other kind of great things. Today, I'm going to walk you through creating or building a new AI teaching assistant. So you would click create, and you would create a lesson and go to next. You would give it a title. So the history of the metaverse. So the subject would be the metaverse, and the grade level, because I teach undergrads, would be undergraduate level. I would choose then now my avatar. My avatar is Dr. Mulder of Minds, and I would choose a person or persona in the form of an avatar that reflected either what I wanted to portray for my students or I wanted myself to be portrayed as. I actually,
Good morning. How are you?
and you can change voices.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you? Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I like alloy. And so you can give voice instructions, um, answer concisely with candor and wit.
Good morning. How are you?
So personality, witty, environment. We're going to be in a conference room. Let's do lecture hall. And then you can preview, press start, and now you're in this real world 3D environment, spatial environment, where you can ask questions and preview. So in order to get started, you have to create text. So you can create a paragraph. You can use AI to help you generate. So create a welcome message to students from Dr. Mulder of Minds introducing them to the history of the metaverse course. And so it'll generate a welcome message. Hello, students. Welcome to the History of the Metaverse. I'm Dr. Mulder of Minds, your guide on this fascinating journey. And it goes all the way through what we'll examine and so on and so forth. And so that is what your avatar will say. You can upload an image. It must be a PNG. You have to put how long you want it to appear. It's going to be on the left side. You can upload a video file. So let's see if I can grab a video clip of myself that I just did. Here's one. And you can also add questions. So formative questions. This lesson is about the heart. We know it's not. That would be false. Multiple choice. The instructor of this course is, and then I can put a blank. Dr. Johnson. Dr. Mulder of Minds. Sister Soldier. Dr. Mulder of Minds. Whiteboard text would play behind on the whiteboard that's in the classroom. So history of the metaverse. And then I might say, I want to generate bullet points on the beginning of the metaverse. See what it comes up with. I want it to appear for 15 seconds because I want it to be there a little bit longer. And it came up with bullet points about the history of the metaverse. So let's just say I want the first few because I can click it. Say I just want the first two, and I can cut this, and then I can add more text. It's already generated for them to say, and let's just say I want to add a 3D object of some sort. I can add a simple cell. Cell. And add a true versus false question. And that will be false. It's not about the metaverse. It's a simple cell. All right. Make sure you save your experiences and go to next. You can rotate this or have this appear in any way you want to. You can move the point. You can pan in and out. You can orbit around this simple cell. You can add another point to it. But we can make it private until we want to publish it. You can publish it to your organization or to the public. We'll put it under science and under computer science. And this lesson is about the history of the metaverse. And you can upload a photo. My mouse has gotten stuck. Isn't that wonderful technology? I have no idea why it's been doing that. Let's see if we can find out why. This mouse keeps getting stuck. And this is just like technology. Okay, something happened. Not sure. But you can upload an image for a thumbnail. And this is about the metaverse. So let's see if I got a picture of somebody in VR, including myself. We'll use that one. And save the experience and play the experience back.
Hello, students. Welcome to History of the Metaverse. I am Dr. Mulder of Minds, your guide on this fascinating journey. In this course, we will explore the evolution of digital universes, from early virtual worlds to the highly immersive metaverses we see today. We'll examine key events, influential technologies, and pioneering visionaries who have shaped these spaces. Prepare to delve into the intersection of technology and society and understand the impact of the metaverse on how we connect, work, and play. I am thrilled to embark on this exploration with you and can't wait to witness your discoveries and insights. Let's make history together.
Muhsinah Morris, who is the Director of Metaverse Programs and Professor of the Practice at M.O.M. So the video will play until it stopped. The picture plays. I'm trying to just get it to go through this because it was just a spoof video, not necessarily. So once it gets to the end, you can press continue. This lesson is about the heart. This instructor, the code, not the code. Okay, it'll say no, their minds it is.
In 2003, Second Life was launched by Linden Lab, becoming one of the first widespread incarnations of a virtual world described as a metaverse. It allowed users to create avatars
And ask a question. You can speak the question. So, Dr. Mulder of Minds, tell me more about Second Life.
Second Life. It's the granddaddy of the metaverse. Launched in 2003, it offers a virtual world where you can create avatars, build environments, and interact in diverse ways. Think of it as the ultimate sandbox for creativity and social experiments. It's like practicing for the future metaverse with training wheels. Have you ever explored it?
I have explored Second Life, and I think that it's kind of creepy. Can you tell me why users find it creepy to be in Second Life?
Second Life can feel creepy due to its eerie resemblance to real life, with avatars that sometimes fall into the uncanny valley. The boundless freedom means users might encounter unexpected or odd behavior from others. Plus, the anonymity can lead to interactions that push social boundaries. It's like stepping into a digital twilight zone where reality and virtual blur. Have you encountered any intriguing characters in your journeys there?
I don't like furries and I don't understand why people use them.
Ah, furries. They're a vibrant part of virtual communities like Second Life. Many people use them to express aspects of their identity, creativity, or to explore new personas. It's part of the freedom these platforms offer. People can be literally anything they imagine. While it might not be everyone's cup of tea, it's a good exercise in digital empathy. Has this sparked any new thoughts on how identity shifts in the metaverse?
I never really thought about it in terms of digital empathy, but that's a good starting point to discover how to be digitally literate. Could you explain more about digital empathy?
Digital empathy involves understanding and respecting different perspectives and identities in virtual spaces. It's about recognizing the diversity of experiences and expressing compassion, even when hidden behind avatars. This skill fosters positive interactions, reduces conflict, and enhances community building in the metaverse. It's like exercising our empathy muscles, but in a pixelated gym. How do you think digital empathy can transform virtual experiences?
Digital empathy reminds me a lot of netiquette. It was kind of how we learn how to be kind in social media spaces and while perusing on the internet. What do you think about that?
Absolutely. Digital empathy and netiquette go hand in hand. Netiquette focuses on respectful online behavior, while digital empathy adds the layer of understanding and emotional connection. Together, they create a harmonious digital environment where interactions are both civil and compassionate. It's like combining good manners with emotional intelligence online. How do you think these skills impact virtual community building?
Virtual community building is really important, especially since people spend a lot of time behind their computers. I think that it's really a good start for understanding how to act and behave in digital spaces.
Exactly. Virtual community building is like the digital neighborhood watch. Developing skills like digital empathy and netiquette ensures interactions are positive and inclusive. It's crucial for creating supportive environments where people feel safe and valued. As we spend more time online, these skills become essential for navigating and thriving in digital spaces. How do you see these skills evolving with the growth of the metaverse?
So I'm going to skip this question, but I like the interaction. And if you can tell, it's conversational. So
Interact socially, trade virtual goods,
you can
and
go
participate.
forward.
2014 set the stage for a wider by the early 2020s environments where users could buy, sell, and create digital assets. Increasing global interest in the metaverse has also led to the formation of partnerships among diverse industries, from gaming and entertainment to education and commerce, all exploring potential applications and opportunities within these virtual spaces.
So that was our last one, and this is that simple cell. And so you see that I can go and rotate it and look at it in different ways. I can make it bigger, a bigger part of the screen. I can change the point in which I rotate it. It's a simple cell, so it's not much, but you would like to resume the lesson, and it asks you this final question. The last object you explored was about the metaverse. If I said it'll light up red, because it'll move me ahead. So obviously you want to give all of my lessons a 5. But what I wanted to show you is that it has instructions here on the side that tells you about the settings, but it also shows you this transcript. So remember, I started off just talking to it, and no matter how I sounded or what way I spoke, it created this digital transcript of which I can download by pressing the download button, and it'll come into a text file. And then students can take it to the instructors. And then you have your controls, mouse sensitivity or the audio, dialogue, subtitles, graphics, etc. But that is how you create an AI teaching assistant in your likeness or in the likeness of someone that you want to instruct your students. And that is just the beginning of the Holotutor.ai platform. So if you go back into your dashboard, your Nexus dashboard, these are all the experiences that have been created by instructors, and they all have a rating or are rated. And so you can filter them by the top rated ones, by new ones, by A to Z, by public or your organization experiences. Now, mine are private right now, so I could go to my AI lessons and look and see at all the ones that I have created. And I can look at the one that I just created as well. And then you can go to your creator bio and see what's written about you. And so I have my bio here that I've saved changes on so that people, when they click on my name, just like with this creator, they could see who you are and what you're all about. So VictoryXR is obviously VictoryXR, and these are all the experiences they have created, but you can see their creator bio, but also the experiences that they have created. So this is the lessons. These are the courses that are built out. So 3rd grade math is completely here with all of the AI experiences that will help you through 3rd grade math. I'm actually going to have my son try it. He's in 3rd grade. You got customer service, a CTE, so all of the parts that are talking about customer service. And then you have your textbooks that you put up. So I put up my AI Teaching Assistants Unleashed textbook that can be viewed here. So when you would go to the textbook one, you would go to view. And this is a PDF version of the text of the workbook. And so it takes a minute to download. But this is my workbook. It's a companion guide for creating AI teaching assistants. And so you can ask your AI teaching assistant, Robin, anything that you want to about this particular book. So you can annotate the book if you want to by adding annotations. You can go to, let's go to a page where there's content. What is an AI teaching assistant? But you can highlight and then you can ask it to read it to you.
An AI teaching assistant, AI TIA, is a digital, artificially intelligent tool that supports educators by automating instruction, providing real-time student feedback, answering questions, and enhancing engagement through personalized learning experiences. Think of it as your co-teacher who works 24/7, never gets tired, and adapts to each learner's needs.
So it can read to you, it can explain that.
An AI teaching assistant, AITA, is a digital tool that uses artificial intelligence to help teachers by 1. Automating instructional tasks. 2. Giving immediate feedback to students. 3. Answering questions. 4. Personalizing learning to keep students engaged. Unlike a human, it can work around the clock, doesn't get tired, and adjusts to the individual needs of each student, acting like a supportive co-teacher.
It can also summarize.
An AI teaching assistant is a digital tool that uses AI to help teachers by automating tasks, giving instant feedback, answering questions, and personalizing learning. It functions like a tireless, adaptable co-teacher.
You can also copy from here and notate, so you can add notes into here. Go back and study more about the origin of AITA. And that's your note, and that note is in that particular section on this particular amount of text that you can always go back and look at. And then there are suggested prompts that come. So how can an AI teaching assistant personalize learning for different students? What types of tasks? So it'll give you suggestions as well. I have why AI in education. So all of these different things, and it'll tell you how to walk through all the things that we just walked through actually in creating an AI teaching assistant. But this is really good for if you have peer review papers that you want students to read and it's complex or they need it to be read out aloud to them. I think what's so interesting is you can highlight a particular section. Let me go back up. I need to go to something. Okay. You can highlight a section, and I speak English, but what if you don't? There are other languages. Once I can stop clicking. Just clicked it off. Okay, good. So say Swahili, for instance. I want to hear it read to me in Swahili.
Wanafunzi wa leo wanakuwa katika ulimwengu ambapo teknolojia sio tu chombo, imejikita katika jinsi wanavyowasiliana, kuchunguza na kuelewa dunia. Kuanzia TikTok hadi Snapchat, wanafunzi tayari wanatumia majukwaa ya kidijitali kuvunja mada ngumu, kutafuta suluhisho kwa pamoja, na kujenga maarifa ya kufanya kazi kupitia maudhui mafupi na yenye kuvutia. Ingawa vyanzo hivi havibadilishi elimu rasmi, vinaakisi mabadiliko katika jinsi wanafunzi wanavyotafuta na kuchakata taarifa kiasili.
The one thing I really like about this that just came to mind is not only is it reading in a language that I'm not familiar with, but it can also help learners who are English language learners communicate with text and information. But more than that, it can also help people who are learning other languages read alongside an English text and hear it being translated into another language and learn how to emulate that. So I just think it is such a wonderful tool that has many different layers of excellence embedded into it. And if you are as smart as a Hollow Tutor, then you would also reach out to VictoryXR and get into this platform. Another part of it that I had not shown. So we created an AI experience. We looked at exploring existing lessons. We didn't do the conversational experience, but it's a lot like putting in information. Let's go to it just so that you could see it. You would go new AI lesson, and then you would go to conversations and click next. And then you could click from a general template or being a patient, like saying that something is wrong. And so say the experience is all about advocating for autistic adults. And the backstory is Seth's mom, well, let's say Seth is 17 years old and his mom is concerned about his ability to obtain work after his 18th birthday. She needs to know what services are available to her for him. She wants to know about federal and state of Georgia laws that may protect him throughout his adult life as a person with autism. Okay, so what do I want my AI to say at the beginning of the conversation? State your level of expertise in autism spectrum disorder and working with adults and parents as they transition into adulthood. Introduce yourself as the advocacy, the avid advocate. And let's see if it generates text. Yep, it does. AI's personality. We're going to say create an empathetic personality type. High levels of knowledge and if I can generate, okay, generate. How should it act? Okay, that's cool. Set the scene, need context. This is a parent advocate conversation in an office setting. Okay. So you have all of those things. You're going to click next. You're going to click the avatar's name, which is the avid advocate, age 45. You'll choose a voice. You'll choose the avatar first. So this is our advocate.
Good morning. How are you?
You'll choose a voice.
Good morning. How are you?
Let's get something done.
Good morning. How are you?
I don't know what I just touched. Let's click off of that.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Onyx. Compassionate and warm. Always sincere.
Good morning. How are you?
So kind of change your voice a little bit. The environment that you're in, you're gonna be in, let's start conference room, because having a conversation about advocacy. We don't like this avatar though. Let's see. Let's go with his guy. I like that guy. Okay. It's a better preview. He doesn't look 45, but we'll go with that. We're gonna put it in maybe business simulations as a customer. This lesson is about autism advocacy. Let's see. Do I have a little thumbnail? We'll throw Seth Soldiers up there. Perfect. And save the experience. And then play it. I don't often do the conversation, so this is going to be quite interesting for me as well.
Hello, my name is the Avid Advocate, and I'm here to provide guidance and support as we navigate the journey of transitioning into adulthood for individuals with autism spectrum disorder, ASD. With years of experience working alongside adults and parents, my expertise lies in creating strategies that foster independence and social integration, while respecting the unique challenges and strengths that come with ASD. My role is to empower you with knowledge and practical tools to ensure a smooth transition into this new chapter. Remember, you are not alone, and together, we will pave the way for a future filled with potential and growth.
Thank you so much for your candor and your sincerity. I am super concerned about my son, Seth. He is 17 and he doesn't have as many skills as I thought that he would at this particular age. He's probably developmentally the age of a 10-year-old. What jobs are available to him?
There are various opportunities for Feth, depending on his skills and interests. Consider roles in supportive environments, like retail, hospitality, or structured settings. Vocational training programs can also help him develop job-specific skills. Exploring services from organizations dedicated to autism can provide valuable support.
That's really neat. I never really thought about hospitality per se. Have you ever considered what laws might protect him while being in those type of environments?
Yes, several laws can help protect him. The Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA, ensures reasonable accommodations in the workplace. In Georgia, vocational rehabilitation services offer support and resources tailored to individuals with disabilities, aiding their employment journey.
That is really helpful to know. Do you know how I can advocate for him as his mother and as a person who would be his caregiver as he continues to age out of the educational system?
You can advocate by staying informed about his rights and available resources. Connect with local autism support groups and attend workshops. Engage with his educators and potential employers to ensure his needs are met. Consider exploring guardianship or power of attorney arrangements if necessary.
This was a powerful conversation. I thank you so much for your time, Avid Advocate. You have been very helpful.
Thank you for your kind words. It's been a pleasure to assist you. Please feel free to reach out anytime you need support or information. Take care.
You too.
Take care.
So this is a wonderful transcript that could also be downloaded so that you could have the information about what happened in the conversation that you had with your avatar. I love this one because I don't do conversations much, and I am a mother of a child who is 17, and these are all really questions that I would like to know, and I know the answer to most of them, so it was really interesting to hear that the answers were accurate and were considerate and compassionate. And I think that parents of kids on the spectrum would get a lot out of this experience. So this may be something that I absolutely make sure is publishable after going back and checking into it. So I'm going to hold on to this experience because I think that it is a great experience. So all of my AI lessons would be like here, like advocating for autistic adults is there, AI teaching assistants unleashed, Gen AI for kids, Metaverse. Steph can do all things to reading comprehension lessons, but all of these things are here. Morehouse's Metaversity, the history of the Metaversity model, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, the history of the metaverse, the one that we just did. And that's all in your private catalog. And then public ones and organizational ones are also available in there. So you can filter by organization ones. So these are the organizational ones that have been created. These are public ones that are created. You can filter by the subject, so United States history or CTE. There's no drones in there, but chemistry. I gotta put some more chemistry in there. Physics, there is one. But you can also filter by experiences. You have courses in the textbooks. So let's go back to Holotutor.ai. And there's one last thing that I want to show you. I know this has been a long lesson, but it's very necessary, and I hope that you're learning a lot, is that students can come and just ask anything. So tell me about the Metaversity model and the world's first Metaversity director, Dr. Muhsinah Morris. And you can choose what level. I want to say graduate level. Let's just say, for instance, you can choose a chat mode, you can choose this mode or agent mode, and you can send this prompt and you'll come over to your Holotutor.
The Metaversity model is an innovative approach to education that integrates elements of the metaverse into learning environments. It uses virtual reality to create immersive, interactive educational experiences, enhancing traditional learning methods. Dr. Muhsinah Morris is known as the world's first Metaversity director. She has been instrumental in pioneering this model, using her expertise to lead projects that incorporate virtual reality into educational settings, aiming to enhance student engagement and learning outcomes. Her work highlights the potential of technology to transform education.
And so you have your Holotutor here, and we'll also say, well, what specific projects, you know, so it gives you suggestions, and then you can ask or answer or ask
Dr.
the
Muhsinah
avatar
Morris has been
Holotutor
involved in
more
several
questions.
pioneering projects that focus on integrating virtual reality into education. Her initiatives often revolve around creating virtual learning environments that simulate real-world situations, enhancing student engagement and understanding. She has led efforts in developing immersive courses for various subjects, using VR to allow students to explore complex concepts in a more interactive and experiential manner. Additionally, her work often emphasizes inclusivity and accessibility, ensuring that diverse student populations can benefit from these advanced educational tools.
And so you can continue to ask questions. You can continue to get questions that have, I'm interested. Do they have examples of specific courses that have been created? I don't know if I talk about
While
it.
I don't have detailed examples of specific courses Dr. Muhsinah Morris has created, her work typically includes developing immersive courses that cover a range of subjects using virtual reality. These might include science labs where students can conduct experiments in a virtual setting, historical recreations for history classes, or virtual language immersion programs. Her focus is on enhancing the learning experience through interactive experiential methods.
What's interesting is it's right. So I think that's actually great. Um, so um, you can go back to the home screen from there. And like I said, you can see how much time you were in sessions. You can go back and look at your sessions and the transcript on the board of what was talked about. Um, you could explore. Um, so usually if it's like a chain of different feeds, you can explore it. But it's pretty amazing system that I think rivals a Conmigo or any other AI teaching assistant platform, to be quite honest. So like I have looked at Khan Academy's Conmigo AI, and honestly, it's not conversational. It's not in multiple different languages. It's not in an immersive spatial computing environment. And and it can be personalized on so many different levels. And it has the textbook features that you can get explained, summarized, defined, put notes in that instructors can go and put videos in. So I am really enamored by the amount of effort and work and fidelity that has gone into creating the Holotutor powered by VictoryXR. And they are my EdTech partners, and it is a pleasure to work with them in so many facets, especially in the creation of these AI teaching assistants and these Holotutors. So once again, I am Dr. Muhsinah Morris, and this has been a long recording to help you understand the interface that is Holotutor.ai and what VictoryXR is doing above Conmigo, above any other platform like MathSpace or um, even Magic School or any other AI interface that is saying, I have a tool for educators. I think this one is something that meets our students where they are, this Fortnite generation, this generation of young people that like spatial computing, that like to be engaged, that like to have conversations, that want to ask questions, that need time, energy, and effort with a personable 24/7 learning tool that they can engage with at their own pace, closing learning gaps that um, they have had for years that have not been identified. I think that this is the tool, and I hope you do too. So you can find me at unitethemetaverse.com or on school.com/one Metaversity. And you can go to VictoryXR.com to find out more about Holotutor.ai. It is an amazing system, and there are multiple levels in which you can engage. And I surely hope that you let them know that Dr. Muhsinah Morris sent you, because they have been fabulous ed tech partners and wonderful in terms of their customer service, but in their fidelity, in their integrity, and in their work ethic. So I thank you so much. Thank you to Steve Grubbs for giving me the opportunity to just talk more about VictoryXR and the Holotutor. So go get your Holotutor. Bam.